If you're looking for a tax return, you're probably trying to complete some sort of financial transaction, and a copy of the return is a requirement requested by the lenders and underwriters. Financial transactions are typically time sensitive, so let's go over the options you have in requesting this information from the IRS and some alternatives and variations that we would recommend, especially if the turnaround time is essential. So your first alternative is to avoid the IRS altogether and go directly to the source. Request this information either from the software that you use to prepare the return yourself, or request a copy from your tax preparer that prepared the return, as they have obligations to store this information for a period of years, and this is going to be your easiest and fastest turnaround time to satisfy that obligation for your lenders and your transaction. The second fastest way is going to be by requesting an IRS transcript online for that specific year. The transcript reports summary totals of your tax return. You know, how much AGI, taxable income, tax owed, refund due, etc. Basically everything that's on your tax return, and typically the same information the lender is needing to verify. The problem is that your lender or underwriter may or may not accept the transcript in lieu of the actual return. So be sure to ask them. And if the answer is yes, again, great. The process is simple. You just go to the Get Transcript page on irs.gov, and it takes about 10 days for the IRS to process. So your third option, unfortunately, you have to request a paper copy of the return from the IRS. I'll tell you right now, if your transaction or application is time sensitive, you should set your expectations that this process will typically take 2 to 3 months. So it's obviously not ideal, but the form itself is rather simple and easy to complete. A couple items that I want you to take notice of. Number one, be sure to include you and your spouse's information if the return was filed jointly. Your information is going to go here, tax identification number, your spouse's information here, their tax identification number or social security number. Second thing, you need to include a $43 fee in the form of a check made out to the United States Treasury for each year you are requesting. If you do not do this, it could ultimately, maybe you only send $43, but you're requesting 2 different years. They may not even send you 1 year. They may decline the whole application and you have to reapply, which could take months and months of time. Pay special attention to this. And ultimately, this is the most important spot that you need to pay special attention to. When you filed that return and you lived in a specific state, that dictates where you send this 4506. Make sure that you look at these general instructions and identify the specific address you need to send this request to so that it is ultimately not lost and never fulfilled.